Which war is harder? The one happening around you or the one happening within you? I know, because I have fought both in my own way. It all began with 6 bombs at 6 a.m. The sound isn't like the movies. The first bomb hit, your heart is hammering, your body knows before your mind does, the primal part of your brain screaming danger before you're even conscious. Then the second bomb hit. The shock wave hits your chest, travels through your bones, rattles your core, and the air itself ruptures. We ran to the window and watched as Beirut airport exploded. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th bomb punching the morning. The smell, acrid, metallic, burning. You taste it in the back of your throat. A smell you can't name and will never forget. But it's the silence that breaks you. That moment after, when all you hear is your breathing. My little son's footsteps. Mama, 6 years old in Lightning McQueen pajamas, hair sticking out on the side. Is it thunder? How do you answer that? My husband turned to me, said, you take the kids and my mother to the mountain house now, move. July 2006, 2 months since we buried my sister. My first crossroads arrived dressed in fire and ash. The kind that doesn't ask you what you're ready for. It just burns away what you were before. For 40 days, the mountains became our refuge. At night, my children slept in my bed because I needed to hear them breathing. My daughter stopped smiling. Roads were destroyed. Food trucks couldn't get in. I learned to divide a chocolate bar into small pieces. Homeopathic chocolate. Then came the night, and the war kept on finding us. We were sitting outside in the evening July heat. Small red lights floated across the valley, deadly fireflies dancing, and then suddenly emerged down. My husband's voice yelled, everyone inside now! We ran inside, not knowing a single thing. Later, he found me standing at the window, terrified what my eyes could see. He says, Special Forces, next mountain, you're taking the kids and leaving tomorrow. We stood in our room, the night too quiet, the crickets singing, and my world ending. Come with us, please, I told him. I can't. My mother is here. Someone has to stay. I said to him, what if something happens? I don't know how to do this myself alone. He pulled me close and he said, you're strong. You can do this. But I didn't feel strong. This is where the war within really began. My mother's voice from Australia, register with the embassy, leave. I've already buried a daughter. I don't want to bury another. I have to do this, I said to myself, but how? How do I do it alone? My second crossroads, stay or step into the unknown. When I opened my mouth, I heard myself saying, okay. Dawn came. The embassy gave us 12 hours, 1 small cabin bag for 3. What do you pack when you might never see home again? I packed soft buns, not documents, not jewelries, soft buns, so my children would not know hunger. The drop-off point looked like the end of the world, hundreds of people carrying 1 bag each. You could smell the anguish, if you could feel the terror and the confusion, you can hear the tears. My husband knelt in the dust, both hands on my son's sobbing face, our son sobbing, "Daddy, why can't you come with us?" He just held him. What could he say? Then he pulled me close. I felt his heart beating fast, really, really fast, too fast, and then he let go. And the space where he'd been felt very cold. My daughter looked up at me with eyes too big for two. She was measuring me at the crossroads, learning whether mothers crumble or stand. So I stood. I took their hands and I walked them to the bus, and I got up on the bus and I watched him until the distance swallowed him whole as we left. The ship moved like a dying heartbeat, slow, too slow. Then the captain's voice, "We've been ordered to travel at 8 kilometers per hour. There have been threats to bomb the ship." I stood frozen. My heart was racing, my chest was tight, my hands were shaking, the panic trying to drown me. So I controlled the only thing I could, my breath. 4 in, hold 7, out 8, repeat. I was thinking, do I let fear consume me right here in front of my own children? Or do I choose something else? So I chose something else. I spy something blue. That's the ocean, Mama. We were really bad at this game. I played games with them for hours, sang half-remembered songs, told them stories about dolphins following us like guardian angels. And somewhere in those dark hours, I understood. I understood that they could hurt your body. They can take your home. They can strip away everything you thought you were, but they cannot touch what you build inside your mind. 4 days later, I finally reached my parents' home. My mother opened up the door and released a breath she'd been holding since my sister's passing. "You're here. You're safe." And finally, I let myself break. I'd done it, alone, made every impossible choice. I kept them safe. That morning at 6 a.m., I'd been one woman. At the bus stop, I became another. Because between what happens within and what you make it mean, that's the only battlefield where you decide the outcome. The war outside had ended, but the one within, between drowning in terror and refusing to drown, that war I won. Not by being fearless, by being terrified and standing anyway. A person can be both broken and standing, scared and strong. You can be both. Transformation doesn't mean the scared version disappears. It means you choose which version carries the other. Thank you.